Hey everybody, today we will be doing an unboxing video of the brand new Adidas Predators. I just got these. I'm very excited about them. If you watched my last video on my Magista Obras, I mentioned it in that video that I was hoping to get my hands on a pair of these brand new Predator Instincts. And I finally did. I picked them up today. I'm super excited about them to give them a shot. So today I'll just do an unboxing for you. I haven't worn them yet. I'm going to do a playtest review on them once I give them a try, but for today it's just going to be an unboxing. So if you already watched my videos before, you know I'm a big Predator fan. I've had every model since 2004, and the last one's the LZ2s. I really enjoyed them. So for the Instincts, I'm just really looking forward to trying them out, see how they are on the ball, and I'm just excited. So let's get into the video. Let's get into the unboxing. I'll show you right away what they are. So we'll get into the unboxing. And Adidas doesn't give you anything else. It's just the shoes themselves. So we don't need the box anymore. And here they are. So obviously these are the brand new Adidas Predator Instincts in the blue, black, and the white colorway. So I'll just go through the colorway a little bit first, and then I'll go into the upper and how it's made and that sort of thing. So just a normal, unboxing. So colorway, obviously it's a light blue in color. It does carry the battle pack design like we first saw when the Instinct was first released with the World Cup. So you have the battle pack pattern that runs throughout the boot, but you have a lighter blue finish in here, and then the pattern is just a little darker that runs throughout the shoe. It's kind of a two-tone as well as it goes. It's blue up front, and then you have the black in the back, and you get the pattern that runs from the front, and it fades out into the black part of the upper as you go towards the heel. So for me, this is my favorite colorway. Definitely, I like it better than the blue. The red, black, and white one. I think the blue one looks really nice, and I'm just a big fan of it. So. Yeah, so there's the colorway. Obviously, you have the 3 Adidas stripes in white. You also get the nice little finishing touch here, in the the studs. The heel studs are kind of this pink accent color. You get that in the a little bit on the heel too, on the liner, and the insole as well is pink. And you also get the Predator logo here is in that bright pink color as well. I'll pull out the insole actually to show you as well. So that is the insole. Very simple, I guess, as far as insole goes, but it's got a good, decent amount of cushion to it. One layer of foam, and it's got this kind of, it almost feels like a mesh kind of upper material that's just on top of the foam. You can see you have the Adidas logo, Champions League logo, and here it says the best of the best. So that's the insole. I'll put that back in right away. And that's the colorway. There's not much more to say about that, obviously. That's just the color. So I'll talk about, I forgot this part here. There's a little bit of pink here too. They have this 2014 logo right here on the tongue. I think it's part of the battle pack design too. It first appeared with the World Cup ones when they were released, so I guess that all goes with the pattern and everything as well. So get that little bit of pink as well. Next I'll talk about the upper, what they're made out of, what this shoe kind of represents, and who it's marketed towards. So, excuse me. So, first part is the upper. It's the same upper that's been on the last couple of Predators. It was on the first LZs, and then on the LZ2s, and they've continued it here. It's the hybrid touch material, and for me, since I've worn both those two Predators, I love it. I don't have any complaints about it. It's absolutely fantastic. For those of you that don't know, Adidas calls it hybrid touch. It's the same as Nike's Kanga Light. And basically it's a combination of leather and synthetic. So it gets the best of both worlds of both materials. Leather is obviously very good for fit, comfort. It just forms your foot. It's very comfortable. And it's a great material to use as an upper. However, it doesn't last long. It's not as durable as synthetic. Synthetic is very good at dealing with water as well. It can hold it off better than leather does. Leather just soaks it all in. So with the hybrid touch, they've developed this material that's just, you know, it's got a bit of both in it. It feels very, very soft and comfortable, just like leather, but it can hold off water quite well. It's quite durable. I mean, the last 2 pairs of LZs, I mean, to be honest, I could still wear them if I had to. I mean, the studs are worn out, so the traction's a little let's say it's affected by the studs, but other than that, the material and the upper is still in very good shape. So it's been a great material for Adidas that they've developed because it holds up extremely well. So I have no doubt that these will be somewhat similar to those, so they should hold up great. Let's talk about, what should we talk about next? We'll talk about the lethal zones, as they're called, what the shoes kind of marketed as. Well, now it's the Predator used to be more of a power boot, right? But that whole kind of market's disappeared now. It's the control boot now. So when they came out with the lethal zones, they introduced these 5 lethal zones, and the Instinct now has modified them. Sorry, and it's the third. I guess it's the third model now that features them. So they've redone them, and I'm very excited to try these ones out because these lethal zones are extremely aggressive. They're raised off the upper quite a lot, and they're almost in your face kind of. But I'm very excited to try it out. So you have the dribble zone over here, which, I mean, on the last model it was up here more. So now they've moved it back, and it's quite a bit bigger. It goes from here, right from the sole, all the way up into the laces. So it's this whole section here is part of the dribble zone. So you're going to get a lot more surface area on the ball there. So that's your dribble. They've moved the first touch zone, which used to be just basically on the top of the foot. It's now more over here towards the side, so you'll probably get in contact a lot more when you're dribbling. And again, it's very raised. It's very out there. They're not holding back at all when it comes to the lethal zone. So it's up there. Here's your spin zone, I guess is what, I'm not sure what Adidas calls it, but that's your spinning zone now. That used to be down here. They've moved it a little bit more towards the toe. Again, aggressive, out there, very grippy. You also have the drive zone. I mean, this is what Predators have always had. And this one, again, it's very raised. It's very aggressive. There's a lot of it there, and it goes from the laces again all the way down to here on the sole. So I think this is going to be... I mean, I think I'll be able to adapt to it quite fast since I've worn the Predator now for years. So I think for me, I'll get used to it quite quickly. But for some that are just trying out the shoe, that might take a while to get used to. But I in my opinion, I think you'll like it because I have never ever had one bad thing to say about these Predators. They're just fantastic. So that's the drive zone, and then you have the pass pad, I guess. So this one's kind of funny zone because on the first LZs, it was a memory foam insert they've put in here. On the LZ2s, they kind of got rid of that idea, and they just put little strips of thin strips of rubber right through the insole. And this time they've kind of gone back to the whole pass pad idea in a way. It's not a memory foam insole. It's kind of like a gel pad, and there's 4 kind of raised surfaces within the area. So, I mean, you'd think it'd be 3 with the stripes, but you've got 1 here on this stripe, and then the middle one kind of takes 2. So there's 2 zones there that split that middle stripe, and then you've got 1 more over here. I hope that's clear enough so you can understand it, but that's the gel pad, and it's a little firm. I wonder if it'll soften up when you get touches on the ball, but I mean, if you push on it, I mean, I guess you can feel the gel pad, but it's not a gel pad like people will think, you know, you push on it and it's very soft and very, it just bends right in. It's not. This one, it's got its shape. I guess it has to, right, to keep its shape with the shoe. So, I mean, that's the pass pad. So, you've got that. And then, that's all 5 zones. So I've gone through those. I've gone through the upper. I'll also talk about, let's talk about the sole. The sole plate. So, on this model, they've changed the sole plate. They've gotten rid of the ever famous sprint frame. So this is the first shoe to feature what they've called now the control frame. So it's got a bit more weight to it, which is not a bad thing at all, I don't think. When it's on, I tried the shoes on obviously before, but on feet I don't feel a difference. I know the difference in weight. These are about like 9.5 ounces or something like that, or just under 10. So you've got about a 2 ounce difference compared to the last LZ2s, but in all honesty, on your foot, I don't think you're going to feel it. You might feel a slight difference in hand, yeah, but on your foot, you don't feel a difference. So it's, if anything, it's just got a bit more solidness to it, a little bit more, if for lack of a better word, protection, you know? So some people, I think, this just having the Predator be a little bit more heavy and a little bit more traditional in that sense, I think it might actually attract a lot of people that drifted away from the Predator back to it simply because of the weight factor. So it's a little bit heavier, and they've called it the control frame, right? You still have the same pattern as far as the studs are concerned. This one might be moved up a little bit more. On the last model, I think it was more about there. So they've moved the middle one up, but I highly doubt that you'll notice that at all. Still quite flexible. Obviously, I haven't worn them yet, so, you know, once I wear them, it's going to soften up even more, the sole plate. But it looks good. I'm excited to try it. I love this stud pattern. I'm glad they've kept it because for me, it's been fantastic, especially on the surfaces I play on. I play on mostly field turf, so I mean, it's great on field turf, this stud pattern. I really, really like it. They've gotten rid of the My Coach cell. I guess for me, that's not really a big deal. I was always curious, I have to admit, with the My Coach cell. I wanted to try it, but you know, I'm not going to spend $80 on a little chip like that to use it once, you know. so they've got rid of that. That's no big deal. But yeah, the control frame. So we'll see how that works. Looking forward to it. So that's pretty much almost every aspect. The last thing I'll go over is the what the heel liner's like. So they've created a new sort of feel on the inside of the heel. They've put like almost like a Velcro. It's not quite as I'm not sure what the word is, but I'm not quite sure how to describe it. But it's not quite like Velcro. It's not as thick and not as aggressive as Velcro, but it's a soft sort of version of it. And they've put it right here, if you can see the pink part of that heel. That pink part of the heel right in through here is all kind of this Velcro material. So I guess the whole idea is that it doesn't slip with your sock, which is, I think it's a good idea. I'm curious to see how it will work. I know in some other reviews people have said it doesn't make a difference, but nonetheless, I think it's a good idea. I think it's, even if it doesn't work, I think it's nice to see that Adidas are thinking of things that could actually help someone when they put a soccer shoe on, you know? I like the idea behind it, and they've done the same thing on the back of the tongue, just on the back of the Adidas logo. Same sort of material right there, and there, hopefully you can see that. Same material right there, and I hope, you know, and that's supposed to prevent the tongue from sliding in your sock, you know, staying over here when your foot's on, or sliding the other way like that. So it's supposed to keep it a little bit more centered. Again, I really, really like the idea. If it works or not, we'll see, but I like the idea. It shows that Adidas are just paying attention to things that could actually help someone when it comes to soccer shoes, things that could actually help performance. So there we go. That is everything about the Predator Instincts. Like I said, I'll do a playtest review once I get them on, once I try them out. I just picked them up today again. So that is them. That is the new Predator Instincts in the blue, black, and white colorway. I hope you guys liked the video. Stay tuned for the playtest. I'm going to do a review on them again once I try them out, once they soften up a bit, give them a couple training sessions and see how they go. Very, very excited. Good looking shoe. My favorite colorway, like I mentioned, especially compared to I like it a lot compared to the red, black, and white one. So that is them. The Adidas Predator Instincts in the blue, black, and white colorway. Thanks for watching again, and stay tuned for that playtest video. Thanks again. Take care.